500 magazine covers. Never shy about removing her clothes, she risked her career to pose for Playboy. She inspired the Prince song, Cindy C, but stunned the king of pop into silence when they met. But the man who stuns her into silence is Hollywood heartthrob Richard Gere. After 2 years refusing to talk about him, she set Tinseltown aflutter last week when they eloped to Las Vegas.
Oh yes, Cindy Crawford supermodel, and she didn't actually break her rule about not talking about Richard Gere when I spoke to her a bit earlier today. Hi Cindy, how was the wedding?
Okay.
Obviously you don't want to talk about that, but how are you anyway? You okay?
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. What are you doing in New York?
Actually, I'm at Bloomingdale's, which is one of our big department stores here, and I'm signing autographs at Revlon Color Studio and giving away t-shirts and calendars.
Now, the calendar is pretty raunchy, but not quite as risky as those Playboy photos. Did you think they were too risky?
When you're in this business, you always have to do stuff that challenges people and that pushes ahead, otherwise you get lost in the crowd. So I knew the photographer that was doing it very well. He's a very good friend of mine, and I had total control over the pictures. I got to see them before they printed them, and I got to okay them. So it wasn't really that risky.
Do you actually think people in America are more prudish than people here in Britain?
Well, I've never lived in Britain, and everyone thinks that Europeans maybe are more liberal than Americans, but English I'm not so sure. English seem to be pretty stiff too.
When did people actually tell you that they found you particularly attractive? When did you notice it?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, you have your grandmother telling you a cute kid, but she tells all the grandkids that, so you don't really know what that means. I think when I got in high school and some people started approaching me about maybe going to modeling school or modeling, then I said, oh, maybe I can make some money from this space. So.
Has it surprised you at how famous you and the other supermodels have become?
Yes, I mean, definitely. It's a new thing, I think, for models, that they've become celebrities in a way. I don't think people knew models before like they do today. I mean, a few like Cheryl Tiegs or Twiggy or Jean Shrimpton, people like that. But now, like the top 5 models, Christy Turlington, Naomi Campbell, Linda Evangelista, Claudia Schiffer, everyone knows. But I think part of that is because actresses, they don't want to be glamorous anymore. And Hollywood has sort of lost a little of its glamour, and it seems like models, they've taken over that sort of glamorous thing. And everyone's lives sometimes are dreary or whatever, and to see a little bit of glamour makes people feel good sometimes.
Now, people have found you glamorous today, you've been surrounded by fans, but have your fans ever become a problem for you in the past?
Fans are never a problem. I mean, there's been a few people that maybe are a little off, and like I had some guy move into my apartment while I was gone and live there for 3 weeks, so that was a little scary. But I mean, most of the time they just want your autograph, or they just want to acknowledge, and they say, mostly they just come up and they say, hey, I'm a big fan, and you go, thanks, you know.
What, he actually moved into your apartment? It's like Goldilocks, isn't it?
It's a little weird. He got arrested and he's in jail, so don't try it, anybody.
Do you actually fancy moving to the West Coast to take part in movies?
You know, I don't know about doing movies. Everyone sort of thinks that's the next natural step, and I have got sent a lot of scripts. Most of them, it's like you strip off your clothes in the first 5 minutes and you have 2 words, which I'm really not that interested in modeling in a movie. I have a show on MTV that I do that I have a lot of fun doing, and I like interviewing people and sort of doing on-the-spot stuff, which has been fun. And if the perfect movie came up, I mean, I would do it, but I'm not actively seeking it out.
Well, you mentioned you work at MTV. The burning question, what's your favourite video? Your favourite video on MTV?
God. Don't ask me. I'm like so queer with music. I like James Taylor and Bonnie Raitt, okay? So, I like the R.E.M. video. I thought that was really cool. But that's not that new, is it?
Not new, but a bit of an evergreen and a classic. Thanks a lot for talking to us, Cindy.
Okay, you too. Take care. Bye.